Welcome back, everybody, to the Jones Perspective, where we talk about real life situations and AI technology and how they can affect certain people and certain narratives. But in this video, I'm going to be showing you the second part of the series of Higgsfield AI tools. So, a lot of artificial intelligence tools that we see out there are very specific. So they either do specifically video, they do specifically audio, or they do specific effects and cinematic things that can affect your video and audio. Essentially, they're specifically catering towards media objectives. Now, with Higgsfield AI, and this is what I love about the tool, they actually have a library of different tools that you can use for both video and imagery. So it's like every tool that you've seen in the media or some of the biggest names that you know about have been incorporated into this tool. Now you can see the examples here on the breakdown. Nano Banana Pro, there's C Dream 4.5, GPT Image 1.5, Flux 2, Z Image, Kling Audio. These are other AI models that have been incorporated into one hub. And that hub is Higgsfield AI. And this is why I love it so much. So some of these videos here that you see are based off of images. And I just want to show you some of the incredible footage, as you can see with me just hovering my cursor over these videos, the absolutely incredible footage that you can have as a result of some of the images that you incorporated into the tool. Now, there is a pathway and a process to do this. So in this video, I'm just going to show you a simple pathway to get you started if you are to use this tool. And by the way, this is also another incredible feature that Higgsfield has. If you're a person that says, I don't know if I want to invest financially into a monthly recurring subscription with this tool, but I do want to try it. Well, Higgsfield AI has a 10 credit allowance that is given to you every single day that gives you the ability to at least try creating some images and some very basic things so that you can get a feel for the tool themselves, for the tool itself. Now, I want to be specific that these images, this one specifically with the image of the farmhouse and me being pulled back, that is a real image that I put into the tool and created an artificial cinematic feel in a video from a real image. But some of these other videos right here, so I can show you the difference between the two because this is very important. So the one that my cursor is on right now is based from a real image. That actually is my vehicle. That actually is where I live. And this has been animated according to the image that I put in. Now, the second example here is also based off of a real image, but that image was taken in front of a green screen. So this image right here in this video was actually taken in front of a green screen. And I want you to take a second to listen to the audio as well, because that's very important. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. So this is what Higgsfield has done with images from ChatGPT.
In every life, two versions exist. One shaped by what has already happened and one defined by clarity.
Right. So this one right here was based off of images that I got from ChatGPT, and then it added these words in the end. So you got to, this is a good example of being careful with your prompting, because the prompting really matters when it comes to the final results, right? So now when I go over to the imagery, I want to show some of the images that I've generated from Higgsfield in order to get some results that I'm looking for. Now, this is in another video. We're going to talk about character creation. That's why you see this muscular soldier man there. That's a part of a different video. So stay tuned and you will be able to be a part of that video with me. And we can show you how to actually create a character. If you notice here on the tab, there is a character creation portion of Higgsfield AI, and I want to show you that, and I will in another video. But as for this one, we started with the Higgsfield Cinema Studio in our first video series, and then now we've transitioned over into imagery and video. These are some examples of the imagery that you can create based on prompting, and the images can be directly incorporated into video as well. So I've used some of the different models. I have Dream 4.5 and then I have Flux point 2 Pro here, and just a couple of the models to give you an example of what it looks like when you create images with that model. And then from that, you can then click on the image. You see there's a little video button here that says animate. When you hit that, it will then take you over to another place where you can create a video based off of the image that you created. So this is very important for people that want to transition from image to video, or people that are using their images to create a video. Now, I did mention this in the previous video, and I do want to mention this again, that when you're creating these videos, you can then click the change button and then have a little bit of a variety of options that you can incorporate into your video with the camera. So when you're creating a video, these things can be incorporated here. Some of these are special effects, and they basically add to the videos that you're creating, therefore making them more dynamic and more visually appealing, I should say, right? So with that said, don't forget that you can also change up the type of filming that happens in these videos that you generate. And then of course, with that, you can then pick some of the models that you're going to be using here on the top, and then that model will either have some options within it, or it will be just basically general. So the model will generate whatever it is that you say in the prompting. Now, one thing I want to do is actually give you a bit of advice on an external basis, not specific to Higgsfield AI, but for those people who are brand new and say, I have no idea what to put in this box here when it says prompting. There is other open source AIs that we will talk about later. ChatGPT is an example of one that can actually help you make more specific, detailed prompts. As long as you put your ideas in, then your ideas can become a reality with ChatGPT. There's Grok 3. There's a couple of other open source AIs that you can use to help make your prompting more specific, therefore getting a more dynamic or cinematic result. So with that said, this is another snippet of Higgsfield AI from the Jones perspective, and we want to make sure that you guys know that I'm going to be here giving you more tools that you can use to make your media more dynamic and use it for your general purpose promotion. Now, if you're somebody who says, I don't even know what I'm going to be promoting, I haven't even gotten there yet, well, stay tuned and subscribe to our channel, because not only do we talk about real life experiences, but we're also pushing towards getting you involved in how AI can actually work for you the same that it worked for me. So stay tuned. There's a course that we have available on the YouTube channel, The Operator 2.0. It's absolutely free, and it can get you started on how you can start using open source AI to your benefit and therefore create a passive source of income for yourself using AI. So thank you for tuning into this video. This is the Jones perspective. I hope you gathered some value from this video, and if you did, please feel free to like and subscribe to our channel, because we're going to be bringing more videos like this to your attention very, very soon. So again, thank you for tuning into this video. This is Higgsfield AI, a very valuable tool. As you can see in the top tabs, there is other places that you can follow the Jones perspective. We are available on TikTok. We are available on Facebook as well. We do have a page that started. And I really just want to thank you very much for your support and your continued uh, support to this channel and to everything that we're doing here. So, with that said, we appreciate you very much, and we'll see you on the next video.